Hey you guys, I am so sorry. I don't know what happened. It canceled, closed me out. But if you're tuning back in, we're still in our wide leg fold. I apologize for that inconvenience, but it happens sometimes. We have just a couple more rounds of breath in our wide leg fold here with your gaze to the left. You can always set your forehead down on your props, your pillows, or your bolster, if that feels better for your neck. Inhale, slowly unwind, press yourself up to a seat. Slide your props out to the side. You're done with those for now. And grab a hold of the backs of your knees, your thighs, and bend your knees and bring your legs together. And your feet will be about hip width distance apart here. And you can just relax your upper body over your legs, tuck your chin in. Take a deep breath into your back body. Stay as you exhale. And lift your gaze. Swing your legs out to one side and we'll come into tabletop, hands and knees. Stack your shoulders over your wrists, your hips over your knees, and just press the tops of your feet down into the ground. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, puppy pose, heart melting pose. Walk your hands to the front of your mat. Melt your chest towards the earth and set your forehead down on the ground. And if you prefer to do a puppy pose on a bolster or a pillow, you can always do that as well. And just bring your prop out in front of you, walk forward, chest down, and maybe you bring your chin down and find a back bend this way. And just keep your hips above your knees. Your palms are on the earth, your hands are shoulder width or maybe wider. If you don't have a prop here under your chest, just breathe. And inhale, tabletop, press into the ground, walk yourself up. And exhale here. And inhale, extend your right leg back, toes tucked under on the ground. Start to rock it forwards and backwards. And lift your right foot up and just swing it over to the left, past your left leg as far as it can go comfortably. Again, your toes are tucked under and you can move it forwards and backwards a couple times. Find a stopping place. Inhale, pull your right leg through center. And exhale, swing your right leg directly out to the right in alignment with your hip. And pop your foot down to the ground. So toes face forward, heel back. And left toes now tucked under. And move it forwards and backwards. So connecting to the inner groin, the inner thigh. But also, as you press the outside edge of your right foot down, you're connecting to the outside of your leg. Extend your tail back, lengthen your sternum forward, and find a stopping place. Inhale, sweep your right arm up to the sky. Exhale, we're moving into like a half bind. So wrap your right arm around your back. Either rest the back of your hand on your low back, maybe wrap around and hook your left hip. Twist your heart to the sky as you keep your hips square down towards your mat. And breathe. Keep a little bend in your left elbow. If you're tuning back in from the first part of this class, I don't know what happened, y'all. I'm glad you're back. Roll your right shoulder back. You can take your gaze up if it feels good. Keep your hips square down towards the earth. And inhale, unwind right arm up. Exhale, bring your right hand to the ground. And now walk both of your hands over to the left side past your mat until your left hand comes in alignment with your left knee. Fingers point to the left. And inhale, stretch your right arm overhead to the left side of the room. So left toes tucked or untucked now, it's your choice. Reach your right fingertips over to the left as you push the outside edge of your right foot into the ground. Take a deep breath in. And exhale, release. Right hand to the ground, walk your hands to the center of your mat. Now bend your right knee, lift your foot, and step your right foot outside of your right hand for lizard lunge. Hands on the ground under your shoulders, hug your right knee to your right arm. Now we're getting into the hips, the low back, and we'll find just a little bit of movement here. So you can move your hips right and left a couple times. Go slow. You can move your hips forward and back. And we'll do a few rounds of dynamic half splits. So take a deep breath in, lift your heart like cow. Exhale, half split, send your hips back, start to straight into your right leg. Again, inhale, lizard, lift your chest. Exhale, half splits, push down, straighten your leg. One more, inhale, lift your heart. Exhale, half splits. Now we stay here. If it feels better to frame your right foot, maybe scoot your right foot closer in towards your midline. You can do that. Fingertips on the ground, or you can always grab your blocks. One of my favorite things to do in half splits is to have my blocks put on the highest level under my shoulders. I bring my forearms to my blocks with my right knee bent a little more to take the pressure off my wrists. Relax your head, lengthen your spine, and surrender in. Exhale and slowly unwind, hands onto the ground or blocks. Bend into your right knee, ground your foot, and step back to your tabletop. And we'll inhale to a cow, drop your belly, lift your chest. Exhale, cat, round your back. Inhale, neutral spine, extend your left leg back, toes tucked under, and exhale. And start to breathe normal. Just rock it forwards and backwards. And lift your left foot up off the ground, take your left foot over to the right, past your mat, toes tucked, and again rock it forwards and backwards. Great in this banana shape with the body. You can look to the right if that feels better for your left side. And you'll lift your left leg, take it through center, and sweep it over to the left in alignment with your hip. Pop your foot down. Press the outside edge, the pinky side edge down on the earth. Right toes tucked. Rock it forwards and back. And we'll find a stopping place through center. And walk your hands over to, actually move into that side stretch. So inhale, left arm to the sky. Exhale, find that bind. So left hand comes behind your back or wrap around your right hip. Twist your chest to the sky. You may look up. If it feels better to look to the left or down, do that. And square your hips down to your mat. I know it's hard. Breathe. And inhale, unwind, left arm up. Exhale, left hand down. Walk your hands over to the right until your hand meets your right and lines up with your right knee, and tuck your right toes. And inhale, sweep your left arm overhead. Stack your left side over your right side. Reach and push your left foot into the ground. Inhale. Exhale, left hand to the earth. Walk your hands through center. Lift your left foot, bend your knee, and lizard lunge. Step your left foot outside of your left hand. Hands under your shoulders. Just find some movement. Hips side to side. Hips forward and backwards. How is your breath? We're almost there, y'all. It's 11:11. Make a wish. Manifest your dreams. And we'll find a stopping place, and we'll do some half splits dynamically with the lizard lunge. So inhale, lizard, lift your heart like cow. Exhale, half split, send your hips back, flex your left toes. Again, inhale, lizard. Exhale, half splits. Last one, inhale, cow tilt. Exhale, half splits, and now you stay here, right hip above your knee. Maybe hands come on either side of your left leg. You may shimmy your left leg in towards your center. My variation is forearms on my blocks on the highest level. You can do that or choose your pick. Relax your head, left hip back, lengthen your spine, and then surrender. Two more breaths. Inhale, unwind, hands on the ground, bend your knee, ground your foot, and step back, tabletop. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. And inhale, neutral spine. Exhale, lower down to your belly. Slide your props to the side. And we'll find Sphinx Pose. So you'll bring your forearms on the ground. Elbows are right underneath your shoulders. Your hands are shoulder width apart. And press your hands to the earth. Press the tops of your feet to the earth. And extend your big toes straight back. As you inhale, claw your mat. Pull your hands back energetically as you push your chest forward and through your arms. And my favorite option here, to make this more like a yin sphinx, is to take your block on the highest level or the second highest level. You'll bring your forehead there. And you'll sink your belly down to the earth. As you soften in. How is your breath? And slide your prop to the side. Bring your forearms parallel to the front of your mat, one in front of the other, one on top of the other. Take your gaze over to the right and soften down. And take your gaze over to the right and soften down. So we're coming into just laying down position on your belly. So forearms stacked or one in front of the other. Gaze to the right first or to the left. Actually, take your gaze over to the right first. We'll move into a floor hugging or earth hugging pose. So slide your right knee up and out to the right. And bring your right ankle in alignment with your right knee. And let your left leg soften so the inside of your right leg and foot are touching your mat or the ground. And take 2 rounds of breath. You are supported. And slide your right leg back to meet your left leg. Take your gaze to the left this time. And slide your left knee up and out to the left. Your inner foot, inner leg is touching the ground and soften your body. You're already whole. You're already complete. 2 rounds of breath. And slide your left leg back to meet your right leg. Take your gaze to the right. And thread your left arm through your right arm as you come onto your back. And hug your knees into your chest. Inhale. Exhale, final Shavasana. Extend your legs out in front of you. Let your toes fall open. If you'd like to take a blanket over your pelvis as some support here, as some weight, security, you can do that. Or maybe you take your props underneath the backs of your knees, or a pillow under your head or your low back. Do whatever feels good right here in this moment. And just rest. No effort, no control. Simply be. And please feel free to stay here and rest in your Shavasana for as long as you need to, for as long as it feels good. There is no rush. If you are ready to reawaken, you can begin to deepen your breath. Wiggle and roll into your fingers, your wrists, your toes, and your ankles. You'll bend your knees, feet on the ground, and roll to your right side. And you'll press yourself up to a seat. If you're still in Shavasana, stay there and rest. If you're in your seat, hands to your heart, left hand to your chest, right hand over your left. Just take this moment to thank yourself for practicing today, for slowing down with intention, to find peace, to find ease. It was an honor sharing this space virtually with you. Thank you for sharing your time with me. And from my heart to yours, namaste. All right, y'all. Sorry about that whole shut me offline and getting back on. I hope it wasn't too distracting. Well, if you have any questions about class or anything yoga related, or if you just like to chat, I am here for you. Thank you for all of your donations. And I'm not completely sure when I'll be teaching again on Black Swan, sometime next week. I also have my own YouTube channel that I'm offering shorter versions of class, 10, 15, 20, 30-minute classes on there. They're great to just bust out real quick to help you feel good. And that you can find me on YouTube, Kiana Ochoa, or you can find me on Instagram, which I'll be posting all of my YouTube updates with new classes and everything on there, on my website, all the good things. You can find me on Instagram, Kiana Sabri. I hope you have a great rest of your day and weekend. All the love, you guys. Bye.